Somebody needs to tell me what I'm supposed to do. Say that I'm not supposed to be loving you. Say that you're too weak for me, and you leave eventually. And I'm the only one who ever believed in you.
What's amazing about San Francisco gardening and what's cutting edge about San Francisco gardening is that we are such a compact city. You know, like a lot of urban areas, we have very little ag space.
Once we create these gardens, they have to be maintained. These are weed-free gardens, and that takes effort.
And I'm the only one who ever believed in you.
We are honored and glad that the American Community Gardening Association has selected San Francisco to host the American Community Gardening Conference.
San Francisco has hundreds of accessible, lush, pioneering community gardens hidden throughout the city's elusive open spaces.
As there is in many places, and especially here, there's a really large focus on farming in partnership with nature. And I think that's a really unique thing about the Bay Area in general, is an environmentally conscious farming, and the organic movement here is really strong.
So when San Franciscans get together to do things of eco-consciousness, the world's watching. And this is a project that thousands of people have been touched by. Not just because it's a big vacant lot, but because it's a big vacant lot with a vision. And that vision is of a future that we all want to live in. That just for a few hours a week on a Sunday, you get to design it yourself and be a part of the life you want to live.
What's exciting about gardening in San Francisco, and I think this is like in other parts of the country, but you can really sense the energy and a renewal of interest in gardening here in San Francisco. It's a trend nationwide, but it's especially focused here. There are a lot of people in a very urban environment looking to get their hands dirty.
Just about everything is unique about gardening in San Francisco, from the climate to the soil to the for better and for worse urban factors. We palpably feel here at Garden for the Environment that homeowners, gardeners of all ages, are beginning to garden because they're connecting what they can do in their backyard or their fire escape or their windowsill. They're connecting that gardening to their concerns for the environment. And they're connecting that gardening to their concerns about nutrition and food security. And they're connecting it to the deliciousness of fruits and vegetables that you grew yourself.
It's really more about meeting people and working together than farming. I mean, it's not about growing a lot of food. It's about figuring out how to grow food together.
So gradually, in 5 years, we transformed not only this garden, but also the gardens around here. And that creates a lot of community pride, and people start to feel good about a place.
I converted this space from a freeway off-ramp into a Zurich public community garden. My experience transforming this space was not what I expected. I thought I would be growing plants, but I ended up growing a sense of community in my neighborhood. It's more about the people that are involved than the plants that grow at the end of the day.
So all over San Francisco, we've been very innovative over the many years to have gardens that are available to help people enjoy the produce, but also as a form of passive recreation also.
Community gardens build community, spur public and private partnerships, foster neighborhood networking, eliminate food deserts, and promote healthy eating.
This is another, like a mandarin orange.
For children to come here and watch their tomatoes grow is a sense of accomplishment. They've done something right. And around here, that's huge. building self-confidence, seeing something grow, your pumpkin grow from here to here, and be able to have the starting product and the end product, and see everything in between as the community comes together.
What's really exciting in San Francisco is the public-private partnership and the community relationships, examining places that we can actually grow food and build community around food growing.
And that's what's really important, is that if we could actually find ways working together to provide the food and food systems, all the things that we have to use in the world to meet our needs, if we could do that a lot more locally. There, look at the hawk with the big banded tail. It's telling us we're doing it right. Hawks don't hang out in parking lots, they hang out in ecosystems.
We've got a climate that lends itself to it, both an actual physical climate and a political climate that lends people to do innovative things and think outside the box and put plants where you wouldn't normally think of them, on sidewalks, on roofs, and maybe inside buildings.
Even though it's a tiny little half acre in a very urban area, I think has acted like bellows onto an urban agriculture movement in San Francisco. And that has been because we have had a city that has understood that there needs to be a half acre that's supported by the city in order to birth other garden projects.
So we're a very unique city. We have a lot to offer. We have lots of visitors that come from all over the world.
August 2012, join the American Community Gardening Association in San Francisco for Community Gardening on the Cutting Edge.
San Francisco, the best of the West.